he said maybe a possible surgery to help Paul.
I have 4 options. 3 of them are surgical.
Good morning, everybody. Exactly. As you guys can see, we have a full car here. We have my mother, my brother, and Paul. Hi, look at that.
Hello.
They're all here for Sushi's birthday. What? We're gonna go party and go have so much fun. Now I want to say this, guys. How amazing is this? I am recording for the very first time ever on our GoPro, the Raw Life camera. I know, right? I want to say thank you to my Patreons. Once again, my Patreon is dedicated to upgrading our channel, and we were able to upgrade the camera. For a while, it was on my phone again, just because the camera that I did have before, it was from 2017 model. So a couple models have came out. Definition isn't the best, low quality in certain aspects, so we were like, it's time to upgrade. It took us a while, right, Paul?
Yeah.
But we got it, and we're excited. So definitely write in the comment section and tell us if you guys like what you're seeing. You guys like how it looks, the effects, all that. Let us know. So for today's vlog, we are on our way to another doctor's appointment for Paul. Do not worry, we're gonna give you guys more detail. We are just having some family time in the car. We're doing like singing karaoke to entertain the baby. So it's a fun little car ride. My mom did fly in this morning. She did take a job in another state. So she, you know, that's why you guys haven't been seeing her much in the vlogs. She is back in town. She came in at like 5 in the morning. So we all went to have a delicious breakfast out this morning. And we were like, you know what? Right after, let's go all together to the doctor's appointment. We had a traditional, delicious Venezuelan breakfast that Paul said that he wanted to show the family so they can get an idea of his culture. You know what I mean? All right, guys, so we are pulling in, and this is exciting. This camera is just so weird and different, so miniature. Let's go check it out, guys. Alrighty, guys, so like I said, we are here at the doctor's appointment. They were taking a while, so I decided to come out of the office real quick and just talk to you guys. So we are here because, of course, new stuff has arisen. I know. You guys did see Paul go to the ER because he was in a lot of pain, and we're still trying to figure that out. We don't know where the pain came from. His GI doctor think he had a blockage. Another doctor in the ER thought he could have had an ulcer. I think another doctor thought maybe gallbladder. Thankfully, no gallbladder, no ulcer, but still looking at why there was a blockage, because there was signs of lesions in his stomach. So that was a no-no. That wasn't good. So for this appointment, though, something new has arisen, and we haven't talked to you guys about it because this is new to us. This is scary. Honestly, guys, when it comes down to stomas, things like this, I kind of have a little trauma just because, you know, of Jackie. And now I'm kind of feeling like I'm seeing certain issues now with Paul's stoma, and I freak out. We are here at his specialized surgeon, GI surgeon, that tongue twister. And Paul's stoma is sticking out. It is protruding. That is the right terminology for it. At first it was protruding like maybe an inch, not a big deal, because as you guys have seen, it's very sunken in. Recently it started sticking out 5 inches out. I mean, it was really out. Paul was on the verge of passing out because he's like, my intestine is coming out of me. Oh my god. I was the voice of reason, even though deep down I was screaming. I was like, oh my god. But I was like, I have to have a poker face on right now for Paul and show him this isn't a big deal. You are good. That's how I had to act. So I was just like, oh, that looks so fine. You look cute. Like, it's so cute. The little button popping out. And I was like, why don't you shower, sit down, let water run down you. You'll be fine. That was the best advice I could give because it actually worked. He went in the shower and it went back inside him and he was good. We were able to put a bag on him. Now the thing is that since his stoma is protruding out, it is hard to do his bag changes, and his ostomy nurse told us, she did see how it was popping out more. She was like, you have to be careful because when you're taking it off, you know, it could be tight, and guess what? You can somehow damage the stoma. So that was scary. We just changed his bag a few days ago, like 3-4 days ago, and it was sticking out like about 5-6 inches. That was a big problem. He was not happy about that. So we're here at the surgeon's office to see what they tell us, what's the game plan. We're hoping they don't say Paul may need a surgery. I don't know. But this is all nerve-wracking and intimidating, but I am here for Paul. On the camera, guys, I show my insecurities, but trust me, behind the camera, in front of Paul, I am confident. I make it seem like there's nothing wrong. You got this. Like, oh, this is easy. But I'm terrified. I want to cry all the time. I feel like, I'm going to be honest with you guys, keeping the raw truth. I feel like sometimes I'm on the verge of losing Paul. And, whoo, that touched my emotions there. Oh, suck back the tears. Because I can't go back into this office and Paul sees I'm a little upset. I don't want him to be stressed out or feel bad or something. But in front of Paul, I'm strong. I am by his side and I tell him, you got this. So let me go back inside, guys, and get this done did. So we are here still waiting. Right, Paul?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
Great.
How you feeling?
Fabulous.
I love you.
Love you too.
So, well, while we're waiting, Paul, you might as well just update them on what's going on with you. This doctor is taking a while to come in, so this would have been a perfect time, honestly. Ready? If I see him coming, I'll jump the camera.
Yeah. So, basically what has happened is this. With my stoma, usually my stoma has been kind of like recessed, and I said that before, it's kind of like really like sunken in.
Inward, yeah.
Obviously I'm not super skinny, and also the inflammation. Obviously, you know, with swelling after surgery and everything, you know, everything is bulged out, obviously. So all of that is now starting to slowly come down, which after surgery it takes a long time for the swelling to go down. So what has happened now is that my stoma has started to prolapse. So what that means is the stoma has started to kind of like
stick out a little bit.
At the beginning it didn't hurt, no pain, no issues, I didn't feel anything. It was just like I would look down and it would be like a little ping pong ball looking thing sticking out. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And I called my ostomy nurse. We went and saw her. She said everything was fine. My stoma changed, the size changed a little bit. It got a little bigger because now the swelling is going down. So it's kind of like, you know, opening up a little bit. She's like, this is fine. This is better. I was like, okay, cool. Fast forward a couple weeks. I've been dealing with the stoma and everything like that, switching up different types of bags. And then one day, I'm feeling, I'm like, wow, this is kind of like, I feel like a weird, like a tugging sensation, kind of like something
really
like,
tight,
you know, like
yeah.
Tightness. And I'm just like, what the hell is that? And then when I went to change my bag, my stoma is like, it's
like 5 inches out.
It's like sticking out, yeah, like that much. You know, it's sometimes like a huge ball, and then sometimes it's like a little bit slim, you know, slimmer and like literally hanging down.
I know, TMI.
Are you okay?
Seat on.
Take it easy.
Zip tie in my booty. So that's been happening more and more often, and the problem is that it's kind of diminishing my quality of life, where I can't really pick up the baby. You know, like I start prolapsing really, really hard. Another thing is one where like it hurts to like bend over sometimes. It's
Pick up
like,
anything again?
Yeah, like just pretty much I'm like back to kind of like fresh out of surgery, kind of like it's more issues than positivity. Before me starting prolapse, I was perfect. I was doing everything. I was fine, nothing crazy, but I was back to a normal lifestyle. Now this is kind of like holding me back a little bit more. Because again, I don't care if it prolapses and it stays like that, because my ostomy nurse is like, that'll actually be better because then we can wrap the bag around it and you'll be fine. The problem is it goes out and then it goes right back in. Like if I lay down right now in like 20 minutes, it'll be completely sunken back in. And that's more complicated for a bag, because imagine, I can't have a huge wide bag, because then what happens is I get skin irritation. I can't have a tight bag because when I prolapse, it can cause problems. The biggest problem is like when it's like severely prolapsed by the afternoon or like at nighttime, it's problematic for me to bend over, pick up the baby, to do anything, you know what I mean?
So guys, we're gonna be waiting for the doctor. Just had, I don't even know what to call him. The doctor's assistant? I don't know.
He is a doctor.
Yeah,
the thing is that he is shadowing the doctor, so he's
like a resident?
Kinda.
I guess he's
he's not a student, he's a full-fledged doctor, but he's studying underneath him.
There you go.
Learning from him.
So we just had a doctor come in, not the one that we're seeing today. Gave him the rundown of what's going on, and he said maybe a possible surgery to help Paul. Another surgery. As long as Paul gets his health back on track, that is all that matters. We do have Paul's ostomy book bag. He always carries this around. You know, we are prepared just in case they say they want Paul to take off his bag, because let me show you guys how his bag looks right now. Because they want to see his stoma, but they can't because this is how it's looking. You can't see anything. Like, you can't see anything.
Because, like, the stoma's, like, in there and I can't push anything out of the way because it can hurt the stoma, so.
Yeah. So we are prepared. You know, we let the doctor know, hey, if we need to take it off to get a better examination and get an idea of the situation, we can. We have extra supplies to, if we need to put another new bag on Paul, we will do it, and we can do it. We are prepared. We'll update you guys more. Now we got to see the main doctor. Alrighty, so they took off Paul's bag and I'm about to put it back on, so give me a minute, guys. Alrighty guys, so I am done. How does it look? Let me see. There goes his little cute little Stomy.
Cute when it's inside.
Yeah, when it pops out, it's a different monster.
These are the bags that I have as samples that are close-ended, so I can't drain them. So I will have to take this off later, but this is perfect for this exact situation because it's only a temporary thing. It doesn't have to be purchased. Slap it on, problem solved for right now.
Alrighty guys, so this is it. We will update you guys more on what the doctor said when we're here home, but definitely talked about surgery, different types of surgeries. We'll let you guys know what he said.
Alright guys, so we are back home. I have showered, taking a chill for a little bit. A little emotional with what the doctor said, because it is basically, you know, with a prolapse stoma, typically there isn't much issue with it. With my symptoms of having a little bit of like soreness and some kind of pain and discomfort, they're like, it could be a little bit something. So they have ordered me to do a CT scan. So the CT scan is with contrast. I don't know what that entails. I'm assuming it's drinking a boatloads before. IV contrast, goes to the machine. I have to go do that. The doctor said, let's look at that. Now, my doctor was not there today. It was another one. So he's like, I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to be the one to make the executive decision. But he's like, you're Dr. Will. I'm going to let him know what happened. You came in, take photos of the stoma, look at everything, write reports, blah, 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 blah. So what's going to happen now is this. I have to go do the CT scan, and then I have to follow up with my colorectal surgeon within a week or so, depending on when he comes back. What's going to happen is that I have to do the CT scan, have an appointment with him. I have 4 options. 3 of them are surgical. What's going to happen is this. Option 1 is I deal with it. I just do not get any surgery and deal with it until they reconnect me later on down the line. Option number 2, which they're not going to do, is remove the part of my colon that is prolapsing. So he's like, the part that actually comes out, we go in, we cut it, remove it, and then just resuture it down. And obviously that's not an option for somebody like me, because for me, they want to preserve as much bowel as possible. So for me, in this case, that's not the idea. Try to preserve it as much as possible. And then the last option is to do another surgery, which is where they install a mesh. Now, this mesh is typically for people with hernias. And with the hernia, that's also a very big problem. I do not have a hernia, thankfully. But with the hernia, that's what they do. They install a mesh. Now, typically, that's for more people with like permanent colostomies, because there's no other choice. You have to have the colostomy. For me, it may not be the best choice, or it may not be a choice, because my doctor's like, this is not permanent. My primary concern is my rectum. I want to make sure that my rectum is healed to 100% and giving me the absolute best possibility and chance of success. So guys, that is going to be it. I'm a little just processing everything, making sure that, you know, whatever we do is the right choice, because at the end of the day, this is my health, and I'm the one who has to go through the surgeries. And don't get me wrong, I will do them. No issue at all. But the problem is just gearing up to do it, the baby, recovery, everything. You know, you have to prepare mentally, physically, and it sucks. But, you know, I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right choice for me and my family, because at the end of the day, that is what's most important, is I'm trying to have a long, happy, healthy life, you know, for me and my sushi. Speaking of sushi, if you guys haven't already, if you want to purchase for her a happy birthday gift, in the description below you will find a link to her Amazon gift registry. Absolutely nothing is needed, but everything is greatly appreciated. She loves her toys. She is not, I wouldn't say spoiled, but she is very grateful. She genuinely plays with all of her toys. That's one thing that I do notice, that she plays with everything. So that is in the description below, guys. That's going to be it for today's vlog. We love and appreciate all the support we get from everybody. Our channel is growing, and that's exactly what we want. We want to spread as much awareness as possible. So do not forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have subscribed already, make sure that you hit the bell next to it so that you get all of the notifications every single time we post. We try to post at least every Tuesday and Thursday of every single week, and we are planning to do a live very soon, opening up all of Sushi's gifts from her birthday.